With myself, Homan Chou and Dominique Wu, and we've been going over the content of a book that I'm writing. Here's the GitHub repository. It's at github.com. My name, Homan Chou /XR, and it's very much a work in progress. So I might willy-nilly change some chapters as I learn to do things better and just rearrange my thoughts here. So we are, let's see, I think we are up to chapter 6 here, which is creating unique content in the room. In previous Skillshare lessons, we prepared Dom's workstation, we pulled down dependencies, we are starting a new Phoenix Elixir web-based project from scratch. And our end goal is to create a website that is VR enabled. And then we built some WebSocket communications in chapter 4. So we set up a room channel, which is a concept in Phoenix, basically an abstraction over WebSockets that allows bidirectional communications. We refactored our front end code to support sort of this pseudo entity um, component system architecture. At least it's inspired by. So we organize our code into different systems. And currently we have two systems, one for wrapping the channel communications and one for initializing the Babylon.js scene. So right now we just have one hard-coded scene, which contains a sphere and a grid along the bottom. And we would like to be able to create different rooms. So each room is going to have a unique ID, which is stored in the database as a different row. So each room just sort of has a name and a unique ID. And we can click into each room. So we're visiting different unique URLs, but all the rooms look the same. It's just hard coded to have a sphere and a grid. So today, what we want to do is we want to um, be able to present different content per room. So last week, we created another table by running a migration, and this creates a new table with this sort of structure, which is um, each row in this table is actually going to be part of a component. So a component is a piece of data that is associated with an entity ID. So this is looking at one row. For example, it might be you have a um, randomly generated ID. This is like a UUID, which we don't really use for anything. This is the entity ID to say that this component belongs to this entity ID. Then we have the name of the component, which could be position, for example. And then we have the value of the component, which because we want to be able to support different types, we've made into a map. So it's really just stored as a kind of JSON string or JSON binary on the database, but you can put it'll have a key with the component name, and the value can be a string or an array or a number or a Boolean or whatever you may want. And finally, the component and entity belongs to a room. So that's the table that we created. And then we wrote some convenience functions, and we even wrote a test to insert some data into the test room. And so these functions exist, but we haven't actually called it in any of our production code. We just wrote a test to prove that we are able to create entities against a fake room. And then we were able to query these entities back. So I think that's where we left off at. So today we want to be able to generate um, random content. So we're going to create a new function. Let me make this a little bigger. We want to be able to create random content. So at some point during the room creation, we're going to call this generate random content function, passing in the room ID. And then we're going to loop also for a random amount of time. So this is going to, it's a for loop that's going to loop between 1 and 5 or 1 and 20. So we really don't know. That's just to add to the randomness. So every room that we create is not going to have the same number of we're creating boxes. It's not going to have the same number of boxes. And then we're going to create an entity. And this is using the function that we created before, which is creating a random ID. And I think we changed this because I need to update the book, but we're no longer using UUID for the entity ID. We're using just a shorter random string. So that was where we sort of got stuck last time. But this is just going to be a random string. And then we're creating two components. One is a mesh builder. We're creating a new component called a mesh builder. And in there, we're adding some arguments that we're going to receive in the Babylon.js end. And we're going to say, okay, what kind of mesh do you want to create? We want to create a box. And then we're going to generate some arguments, slightly randomized, but they're appropriate arguments for the box. So these are things like the length of the box, the width of the box, the height of the box, things like that. So that the boxes that we create are also big and small and short and skinny, and they're also randomized. And then the position will also be randomized. So we say, here's a position, and we want to create um, different positions for the boxes. So not only will the boxes be different shapes, though they're going to appear at different positions. And this function is defined here, which is just going to return an array with 3 elements in it. So it's going to be X, Y, Z, and each one is going to be in a randomized range, some integer between -25 and +25. And this was for the random box. So the second argument to the mesh builder takes optional arguments of depth, height, width. With these defaulting internally to just 1 meter, these will be a range between 1 meter and 10 meters. So then we're going to call these functions within the rooms context. This is we're going to create I guess another convenience function that's going to create the room, but then also generate random content. And then finally, we're going to call that function from our controller. So when we hit the website and we want to create a new room, it's going to call this function instead. And yeah, that's going to create it in the database. And then we need to pass it to the front end. So we have that query method that's going to retrieve it. And then we're passing data to the front end via the sockets, via the channels. So we're going to add in our after join event, which is a hook that happens every time you connect to the room. We're going to push some data down there. And this is the result of the query. So where we're able to query our room and get back all the entities in it, we're going to pass that down to the front end. And in the front end, we just need to handle it. So when we receive this entity state, which is going to be all the random boxes that we've created, we need to do something. So we're going to handle that by invoking the Babylon.js functions and then drawing the boxes. So let's see if we'll get that far. So I'll hand it over to Dom now, and then I've already sort of recapped and summarized what you'll be doing today, and we'll see if we can get to as far as the Babylon.js parts.
Okay, let me share my screen. Desktop one. I've already activate Doc and also Docker and also the Phoenix server. So yeah, so this is there. So right now I saw that we are about to do this one, right? The formula.
And we already did that.
Oh, it's already done. This one?
We
Done.
did, let's see, create. Yeah, we did that too.
Oh, did that too. This one? Component room ID do.
Yeah, we did that.
This one.
We did that. Yeah, we need to do that. I don't think
This one.
Mm.
Okay. So let's create a function that takes a room ID and adds some random size box at random positions. So this is the room ID. Takes a room ID. Which scripts should I put in? Uh,
Just copy
mm,
them all.
I'll copy them all. Which scripts?
So put it into rooms.exs.
Okay, rooms.ex. Yeah, just take a lot of things out. This. Oh, room.ex and definition. Let's see, definition. One of the definition.
No,
E-
just put it. Yeah, you can stick it there anywhere. Yeah.
Okay, so um, this one, and then let's wrap it up nicely in the new function in the room.ex context. Yeah, so this one, create room with random content. Do da da da. So wrap it up nicely. Wrap it up seems like I need to put it at the end
Well, put it within the module, but
within.
not within some other function. Just put it inside the module.
Oh, okay. So probably here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. So open up room controller.ex. Open up room controller.ex. Um, and modify and use the new function to look like the following. Um, room controller definition. Modify and use the new function. Use the new function to look like the following. Create CONN. Create this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So make this one look like this one. So probably copy and paste
You can do
this
that,
one.
but the only thing that's different is the second line.
Second line. Create room with random content. Uh, yeah, I can just copy and paste. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so also make the redirected go to the something rooms index instead of putting us in the room when the room is created, which is the behavior I prefer. Uh go
Okay.
to what?
But you already did it
Oh,
because
I already.
you copy and
Oh,
paste
this
the
one?
whole thing. Yeah, so it's already there.
Oh, okay, cool. Um Reset all your data in your dev database using mix ECTO.reset. Run your server again and create a new room. And this time, some random objects should be created. You can check in the IEX terminal using this one. So, reset all your run your server again. Okay, so I need to run my server again.
Well,
Run.
well, the mix command needs to be run outside of your server. So you got to stop your server and then run it.
Okay, so what I will do
Oh, you
here.
have a compile error in let's see what
Hmm,
line.
hmm, Room ID. Um,
Line 140?
9140. Here, room ID.
No, line 140.
Oh, 140. Eh?
You don't have a room for 140. Where's this talking
Oh,
about
maybe it's rooms. Just
create entity?
rooms. Yeah,
Oh, rooms? Okay, yeah.
rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Oh, UUID.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Mm,
so remove that.
Remove that. Remove means remove UUID.
Yeah, so we want to just give it a random ID. So type, I think it's called room, I think it's called utils. So open up that file that's underneath the file on the left side, click on utils, double click that.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. So it's called xr.utils.randomString. So that's the name of the module. So you're going to
mm,
have module dot
mm,
name of the function. So
mm,
instead of that ecto utils, you want to delete that part,
mm.
remove ecto and remove the parentheses.
Oh,
And you want to type, just copy and paste from that other file, the xr.utils.
XR.utils. This one?
Oh, yeah, this is the name of the module. So grab that part first and paste it into the other file. No, 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 just copy it,
Oh,
paste it into the other file.
this,
Yeah,
okay.
and
Mm.
then put a period.
Period.
Yeah, and then say ran
Random dot stream.
random underscore string. Copy that.
This
You,
one?
you don't need that part because
Oh,
that it has a default. So and paste that
mm,
and open and close parentheses. Okay, save it
mm, mm.
and go ahead and stop your server.
Stop. Control C something. Control C. Okay.
And I don't think it stopped. Do one more time.
Control C.
There you go.
Okay. And
Okay.
then
Now you're going to want to run mix ecto reset.
mix it. Okay, so click this, copy and paste this one and
Yeah.
mix.
So what that does, it basically drops your database tables and recreates them and runs all your migrations again. So basically it deletes everything and resets everything.
Okay.
So you have another compile error. So it
Mm-hmm.
says room ID, undefined variable room on line 140. Let's see.
140.
Ah, okay. So there's a typo. So you paste
Oh,
in the room ID. So create entity on line 140 should be room underscore ID instead of room dot ID.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Underscore ID. Okay.
Save it. Yeah,
Save it.
that's probably my fault because you pasted it from my book. Okay.
And
Go ahead and repeat the command, the mix ecto reset.
mix ecto reset.
Yeah, you can
Mi-
just hit your up. Just hit your up button,
oh, right.
the command. Okay, cool. Okay, so now you can start your server again.
Start server. This
Yeah,
one.
yep. And then in the browser, go ahead and create a new room and then
Sure. Go ahead and create a room. In the browser.
yeah, go to the next tab, the tab that says compile error on it in your browser.
Um, oh, mm,
No, in your browser.
my browser. Mm.
See the tab at the top.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Click on new room.
New room. Okay.
Say like
Thumbs
AB.
test for.
Sure.
Uh, just for testing. Save room. Okay.
Okay, great.
Name show.
Okay, grab the ID of this room in the URL,
Grab the ID. Yeah.
just the
Okay.
ID part, just the ID part.
ID. This part.
Yeah,
M Q. Oh.
right. Okay. Now, this is a cool thing. So in your VS Code in your
mm,
terminal,
mm.
because you're running Elixir in it, you can assign that to a variable. So you can say room ID equals, and then paste this thing as a string with quotes around it.
And room ID. Oh, okay. So this one
No,
instead
no,
of this
no,
one.
no, 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 no.
No.
Go to the terminal,
Oh, terminal. Okay.
highlight the terminal.
Terminal. Okay,
You're
here.
in it.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. Type room ID, room underscore ID equals, and then quote.
Oh, okay.
You already copied it.
Oh,
Quote, and then unquote, and then enter. Okay, so you've assigned MOQTY to room ID. So if you
Mm.
just type room underscore ID, it will it will tell you what it is, right? So
Oh,
it's saved. Okay. So now um, we want to verify that you have random things, but because our UI isn't hooked up to do that yet, we're just proving that everything we've done up till now did save it into the database. So let's do the query. So if you pull up the book,
I'll pull up the book. Yes, here.
so here, see where it says xrrooms.entities ABCDE? Instead of
Yeah.
ABCDE, put room underscore ID, that variable you did. So
Oh,
yeah,
so I copy this code, right? Or
don't copy the whole example because it's got a lot of junk in it. So just copy,
oh,
yeah, don't even copy the ABCD part
oh,
because
so just this one?
yeah,
Okay, so go here and maybe go here.
wait, you put,
Not this one.
you have the S, it's entities.
Entities. Oh, okay, entities. Okay, never.
Okay, then put room ID inside the parentheses. Enter. Whoa.
No. Oh, and oh, okay, 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 got it.
You're passing the room ID as a variable.
Oh, mm,
Okay.
mm,
So this shows you have a bunch of random rooms, right? You see all
mm,
these like random entity IDs,
mm,
and you see that each of them have a slightly different position,
mm,
and it has a bunch of boxes, and each
mm.
box has a slightly different depth, width, height, etc.
Okay.
Okay. So we're saving the data, but
Mm.
now we need to pass the data to the front end. So
Oh, I see.
continue with the book because we haven't
Mm,
done that yet. So all this just means that it's in the database and you could query the database. So you could see it on the server,
mm.
but now we need to pass it to the front end. So continue with the book.
Okay. So, this one, push entity state to client after join. Now let's pass this data to the front end by the room channel. After we join the room, let's push the entities map down to the client. Open up room underscore channel.ex and modify the handler for after underscore join. So open up room channel.ex, room channel.
It's right there. I think you had it open.
Room channel.ex. Okay, room channel.ex. And modif modify handle for after join. So after join,
It's on
okay.
line 22.
Oh, oh, here. So this one need to look alike, or I just copy and paste this one.
Yeah, you should be able
Okay.
to.
Yes. Okay. So I will do this one.
Okay, so
And
let me explain what this does is when you join,
mm,
um, the function on line 5 is called. So it's gonna call line 7, it's gonna send itself a message,
mm,
itself meaning this process, and it's gonna send itself colon after underscore join.
mm,
This after join thing
mm,
is sending itself a message. And then this handler, handle info, is like when it checks its own mail, it says, "Oh, I received a new mail." And this is a handler says when the mail says when the letter I received has the content of after join, this is how I handle it.
mm,
So it's pretty cool. This kind of code is kind of like each running process has its own mailbox, and you're sending itself a message. So it receives the message and it processes it here. So this after join says, okay, we're going to query our own database. You just ran this in the you pasted this, remember, XR room entities. So now it gets the room ID, whatever room ID you're in, it
mm,
saves that as entities, and now it's going to push to the
mm,
socket the entities, and it's going to provide a string that entities underscore state. That's going to
mm,
be the name of the event, and
mm,
entities is this map all that data with the different IDs and the different positions, that's in entities, and it's going to push that to the front end. So
mm,
now we need to receive it on the front end. So continue
mm.
with the book.
Okay. Mm, process entities underscore stay in the front end. Now that's make some system on the front end to consume this message and draw the boxes. We will make a system for each component. First, we subscribe to the incoming message using channel the ON. Since broker.ts handles our communication with the channel, we can put it there. Then we loop through and break the larger message apart for each entity and then send process it. Yeah. Okay. So channel dot on. Yeah. Eh, what should I do?
So you want to go to broker.ts and paste.
Broker. Oh, okay. Broker.ts. Okay. So broker.ts channel.on here.
Mhm. Yeah,
Uh, channel also so replace the code with
yeah,
this thing. Okay.
yeah. You can you can actually have multiple channel on,
Hmm.
but yeah, you don't need the old one anymore. So you go ahead and replace it.
Hmm. Is this fine? I think probably need more
Should.
like
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't auto indent for you. It's your
yeah.
let's go. Try saving it, see if it does anything.
Okay. Oh yeah. It's good.
At least that did it. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so you're receiving it, but you're not doing anything with it yet. So let's see if the book tells you what to do with it.
Hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Uh, we want to keep broker.ts limited to code related to channel stuff. So instead of processing the events here, let's push them into an event bus and some other systems can subscribe to the messages. We want systems to be able to handle different kinds of entity component operations, such as when an entity is created, updated, or deleted. So our message can look like this. This one.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
just an example. It's not code that you need to paste anywhere. Um, so now there's a chapter in this, or this chapter recommends installing RxJS, which is a good library for processing events and reacting to events.
Hmm.
So go ahead and yeah, follow the instructions. Scroll
Okay.
down. I guess you don't have to read every line of it. I'll just tell you what to do.
Okay. Um,
So yeah, first you want to go into your assets directory and then type npm install rxjs, which is that command there. So you can copy that.
oh, this one. I need to what's RxJS?
So it's a library that helps dealing with systems. So you can't paste it there because that's not a regular terminal. That is your Elixir server running right now.
Oh, so I need to quit 2 times.
Yep.
Oh,
And then you need to run it from your assets directly. So go into your assets directory,
assets directly where?
cd space assets.
Oh, okay. CD space. Mm, okay. Mm,
Now paste the command.
mm.
You already copied it.
I mean, just make sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, okay, so it should be installed. Let me check one thing. Can you open up your package.json file? I just want to see if it saved it in there.
package.json file.
Yeah,
Eh,
on your left side, just double click it.
oh,
Low, lower,
eh,
lower. It's right in the middle. Yeah.
here. Okay,
Okay, scroll down.
okay.
Yeah, okay. You see it? RxJS and line 19. Okay, so install it there. Okay,
Oh,
continue. Continue.
okay.
So let's config to add some RxJS subject streams. Okay, state mutation component exists. So scroll down. Yeah, I think you can copy this whole thing and then just replace your config.ts with it.
Hmm. Config.ts word. Okay, so what I will do is config.ts. I need to go to config.ts now.
Mhm.
Config. Config.ts. Okay, here.
Mhm.
I have the import type and export type config.
I think you,
Yeah,
I think,
everything is different. So copy the entire thing.
well, it added a whole bunch of stuff. So you just, yeah, grab the whole thing and paste it.
Okay. Oh, this one is not working.
Okay, comment that line out for now.
Mm,
And yeah, yeah, remove that extra. Wait, yeah, remove that extra. Okay, save that.
mm.
And,
This state need to comment out.
all right, comment that out.
Mm.
Okay, continue. I think in the next part of the book, you go create that state. So
Oh, in Austrate Austrator.ts
orchestrator.
orchestrator.ts rxjs.subjects. Okay, so orchestrator.ts. Okay, this one. This one config has some underscore lines. Uh, constant, const. Oh, here. Config, right? So here needs to be
Yeah, replace it, paste it. User ID. Whoa.
oh,
Mine's- okay, let's start with the first one. User ID. Um, yeah, add that to the init function. Okay, on line seven,
on line
on line
7. Okay, on line
seven,
7.
behind room ID, add user ID colon string.
Right. Wait. Give me. What's that?
Behind room
Behind,
ID string,
behind room ID stream. Okay, column.
add the same thing. No, repeat that for room ID. Room ID is also, sorry, user ID is also a string.
Oh, I see. So just user ID.
There you go. Okay. So that makes that error happy. And then comment outline 14. Okay. And then import the RxJS subject as a subject. So
Okay,
hover over this
hover over this.
and do quick fix. Let's
Quick
see if
fix.
import from RxJS.
Okay.
Okay. State mutation. Import from config. Do the quick fix. Import from config.
Mm.
Okay. And then what is this? Window equal config window. Wait, hover over it. Let me window and window type of global list, comma expected. What do you mean, comma accepted? Hmm?
Mm, comma. Oh, so need to add a comma. Uh, eh,
I don't know.
where is the comma?
No, I don't I don't think it's right. I think it's like something we pasted maybe thinks it's part of a JSON object or something. Scroll up a little bit. Let's see.
Scroll up. Oh, maybe there's some. Oh, maybe here. Okay.
No, it all seems fine. Init. Oh, init. Oh, we are inside an object. Okay, so the init, these things need to be inside that
Innate.
last. Yeah, it needs to be inside init, not there.
Oh,
After the const there. Okay. Save it.
in a sec, I probably just. Oh, I'll save it. Maybe. Oh, okay.
Then orchestrator init. Okay, you need to pass in the room ID here. So scroll down.
In the room ID here.
Okay, so user ID. So in line 34, add the user ID there.
In line 34, add the user ID.
Save it.
Mm,
Okay. All right, okay, so what does this do? This basically defines some things. Okay, let's continue with the book. I think it
mm,
will tell us to do some more. All right, basically we just added into the config object, where the config object, if you remember, was a shared variable. It has things that all systems need, like your room ID and your user ID. We also added a new event bus called the um, state mutations, which,
State mute. Wait, state mutation. Okay, go ahead, go.
so now back in broker, we're going to add that line there. If you see it's state mutations dot next, blah, 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 blah.
Mm. Yeah, state mutations. State mutations.
Yeah, so
Mm,
a little lower down. Yeah, so you see the for loop?
for loop. Give me a for loop. Where is the for loop? Oh, here.
There, yeah.
Okay,
So
for this off
yeah,
and
yeah. So basically this is the thing that we can use now because we added this dollar state mutations.
mm,
So every time we get a message from the server that says entity state, we're going to loop through every entity in there and we're going to push, we basically change the shape of it. We're going to push it a message into state mutations that says you have an operation that is a create, update, or delete, and here's the entity ID, and here's the components. And then anybody, any other system who's interested in that can subscribe to it. But
mm.
we're publishing it. We're pushing it onto a message bus. And next, we're going to make a subscriber to read it off of that. So go ahead and copy this and paste it over into broker.ts.
Broker.ts.
You have it open already.
Broker.
It's your second tab in there.
Oh, broker.ts.
Yeah, so
So import
paste it over line 22 and line 24.
22 and 24. Oh, okay. 22 to 24. So here. So it's the wait, there's no state mutation. So it's the entire thing, right? I
Um,
think it's the entire thing though.
no, because there's a dot
No.
dot dot. So
Oh,
just yeah, just
only
just paste the inside of it, and then if there's an error, I'll help you figure it out.
okay. So just past this one, right?
Sure, you can. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So state test.
Wait,
Uh,
I think you copied too much there. Yeah,
I
actually,
think you need
that's fine. That's fine. Okay, paste it. Paste it.
because you need constant this one in order to probably something need constant.
Yeah, you could grab that line.
Yeah, just to
Replace line 8, then delete line 8.
replace line. Yeah, because you probably need this
Okay.
state mutation thing. And this one need to be kind of here. State
Okay.
operation
Import that. Just import it. Hover over it.
import.
Quick
Um,
fix. Quick fix.
oh, eh, 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 it's impossible for me to do quick fix.
Go up first and then go to the right.
Oh, okay.
Like just a little bit, not too high. Gosh. Import it.
Oh,
There you go. All right. Save it. Okay.
mm,
Cool. Keep going in the book.
okay. Now let's create a mesh builder.ts system and the position.ts system to react to these messages coming through state underscore mutations. So I need to create a brand new file called mesh builder.ts.
Yay.
Okay, so it's under system.
Mhm.
Okay,
Scroll up,
then,
not down.
oh, where is the
By the
system?
way, if you want to close all the folders, you just click on
Mm.
the little icon on the right to
Oh,
close. Yeah,
this one?
that thing will close everything for you.
Oh, okay. System JS. So under where? Assets JS. Assets JS. Systems. Then create a mesh builder.ts. Oh, and then copy and paste this thing here. Oh, there's something need to be. Oh,
Um,
no, quick.
Possibly undefined here.
Mm.
Okay. Um, I think, what if you just put an exclamation mark in front of the period?
Exclamation mark
In front of the period.
in front of the period. This one?
Right. No, it didn't work.
Mm.
Okay, remove it.
Or
Um,
in front? No, okay, never.
uh, hover over the
Uh,
error. It's
Hover over the air. Oh, question
so
mark.
event.com is possibly undefined. So I want to tell it to like trust me, event.com. Okay. Um, you can get rid of this error using just type event.com and double and.
Oh, event.com double end.
Well,
Double end.
you have to type the whole thing. So in front of this event.com,
Hmm.
write another event.com.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Event.com double end.
Yeah, space, double and. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
what this is saying is if event.com is not undefined, which means
Hmm.
it has to evaluate to something truthy, then access event.com mesh builder.
Hmm.
I think it's because your TS config
Hmm.
um, or however your system is configured is more strict than mine. So you're getting some errors, but yeah, basically don't want to deal with it right now. So just, yeah, that's the fix for it now. Okay, continue with
Hmm.
the book.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So this one is so good, kind of.
let's explain what this does.
None.
Let's
Okay.
explain what this does.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, you can highlight the code on the right. It's a little bit bigger,
Oh,
but here we create a system. You can
this
highlight the
one?
code.
This
Yeah,
one?
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
you already.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have to initialize this code. Once it's initialized, the state mutations pipe
Hmm.
saying, I'm looking for any event in here with the operation of create.
Hmm.
And I'm also looking for events that have a component called mesh builder.
Hmm.
So these are helper functions that you pasted earlier. It's just a convenient way of filtering because if it doesn't contain mesh builder,
Hmm.
then we don't want to listen for that inside the mesh builder system. So you're creating a system that listens to mesh builder.
Hmm.
And then when we get that message, we say, okay, the value of mesh builder, we're going to save that to a variable called value. And you remember it's like box and also some numbers, right? How wide the box, how deep the box is. So then on line 15 through 19, it says, okay, if the mesh type, we're basically destructuring that message that we got. We sent ourselves that thing from the database side. We sent it to
Hmm.
the front, and now we're like deciding what to do with it. So we're saying, okay, if we're telling ourselves we're drawing a box, then now we're going to use some Babylon.js APIs. So we're going to say, go to the scene,
Mm,
get a mesh by that ID. And if we find it, then that's what box is. But if we
mm,
don't find it, then we're
mm,
going to create the box,
mm,
um, which is what that does. So get mesh by name is a function that Babylon.js provides, and it will provide you null if it can't find anything. And then if it's null, it will create the box. But if it's non-null, then it just short circuits and doesn't do anything. I guess we didn't do anything with the box, so you actually don't need line 16. You don't have to
mm.
assign it to box because you're not doing anything else with it. But go ahead and I would say in the orchestrator, import
Orchestrator.
and initialize this system, and then you can reload your scene and see if you see any boxes.
Mm. So orchestrator, this one
So
or
you can scroll down a little bit. It shows you how to do it.
oh, scroll down a little bit.
The book, it shows you
Oh,
lower down.
the book. Okay.
Scroll down,
Go
scroll
down.
down.
Oh, here. Okay, so
So the only,
remember to add them. Oh, so I
yeah,
need to add those.
well, we're doing it one at a time just
Oh,
because we have a little bit of time. So you want to import mesh builder and you want to initialize mesh builder. We didn't do position yet, so just do mesh builder.
oh. So this one import the mesh builder, aux mesh
See
builder,
you see on line one and line two.
line one and line two. Yes.
So
Oh, need to go that
I'm gonna,
up.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's good to group these because you're following the same pattern. All of these are systems, right? I said there's
Yeah.
two systems. There's scene, there's broker, and this is the third system. It's mesh
Mm,
builder.
okay.
Okay.
Mesh builder.
And
Okay.
then, so it's imported. Now you need to initialize it. So go down, you see the other pattern, line 24 and line 25,
Line 24 and line 24 and 20. Oh, sing init. Also, I need to do mesh builder dot init configure.
right? And save it
Mm.
and run your server, start your server.
Oh, start of my server. So this one.
You need to CD up one directory because you're in the
Oh,
admin.
oh,
CD
oh,
space dot dot. Okay, now start your server. All right, now reload. All right, I don't see a
oh, wow.
bunch of boxes.
Yeah. Did and every time when I did it, will they randomly spray or
No, because um the randomness is only generated when the room is created. It's not like
oh
every time you view the room, they keep moving. We wouldn't want
mm,
that, right?
yeah.
So all of these boxes are, since we didn't do the position, they're all
Yeah.
at 0, 0, 0. So
Mm,
actually, these are different size boxes, but they're all like on top of each other. So now go do the other system, create the position system, and then initialize that. So I'll let you do it.
this one.
Well, you probably should make the system first because you can't import something that doesn't exist.
Oh. Make the system first. Oh. System. Make the system first. Mm, mm, mm. Make the system first. Where is that? Okay.
Right there.
Where?
Your mouse is right on top of it.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Mm, JS system position.ts. Okay, so position.ts. Oh, system.
Nope. Nope.
Name. Ah. Here,
Yep.
position.ts. So need to do this. And then yeah, all orchestrator position. Oh, need to do this orchestrator. Um, position. Okay,
Go visit your site.
go visit my site. Okay. Oh, a lot of weird thing happening, and just refresh
So,
it.
so try to remember
Mm,
what this looks like and go to your homepage and create a different room and see if the boxes look different. It should be a different random set of boxes.
just screenshot. Okay, so I'll go back, create another room, 5, and just for testing, or maybe box test, save room, show. Oh, different,
Hmm.
it's different. So each room has its own unique positions of box.
Exactly. That's what we set out to achieve. But it's
Mm.
still a little bit hard to recognize because all the colors are gray. So let's add some colors.
Hmm.
Go ahead and follow the rest of the chapter, and I
Hmm.
think we'll add some color system.
Okay. So add color using materials. Open up rooms EX and add color component in our random box generator. Open up rooms.ex. Rooms.ex. Open up rooms
Just search it.
at all. Rooms.ex. Okay. Rooms.ex here. And add a color component. Add a color component. Where should I add? It's probably somewhere. It's fine. At the end.
We need to fix the line 184,
184. Okay, here.
85.
85 here. Oh,
And
yeah, yeah.
do the same fix here.
Okay, so I remember somewhere.
It's in the same file. You don't need to look at it.
Oh, um, mm, oh, here. Yeah.
Wait.
That.
Actually, this is just you already have a generate random content. So it's not asking you to add a new function. It's actually asking you to modify an existing function.
Oh, 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 I see, I see. So, generate room content will be generate room content gen. Okay, so oh, here, generate room content. So this is just modify. So random ID do
You can replace,
color all just this one, huh?
yeah, but I guess you can replace the whole thing. You have it in your memory, so go ahead.
Oh,
Well, okay, yeah, fine. Just do that. You have to
yeah,
change two things though, because
yeah.
you have to add the component. So here we're saying a random color is that, and then we're going to add that as a component.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And then you have to define a function called shift color. Well, actually, you have to define two functions.
Huh.
One for create random color and one for shift color. So we need to define those.
Define another one. It's called shift color.
So yeah, you just need to copy these two functions and put them in the same file.
Oh, this one shift color.
Both of them, yeah.
Create, create. So there are two. One is create random color. The other one is shift color.
Yeah, so the create random color will just pick some random numbers, three random numbers,
Mm,
RGB. And
mm,
shift random color will just um, adjust one of the random colors. So given an array of three of a color, it will just slightly tweak it. So that means that instead of getting like a bunch of confetti colors, you'll just get colors that are close to a base color.
mm. Okay.
Keep going.
I pick one base, the random color from a room, then just color shift all the other colors for the boxes. That way, each room tends to have a similar hue rather than having every room look like a confetti. We create a new color component for all entities. Now we need to write a system to respond to it. So need to create another color.ts. So go systems, uh, where JS systems. Okay, so create new one, color.ts. Copy this whole thing and paste. So get colors.
You have that same warning, so you know how to fix it, remember? Oh wait,
Uh,
stop
it,
stop complaining on its own. Okay, great. Just say
okay, okay,
okay.
okay. Mm.
Um, okay, now initialize it. Import and initialize it.
Initial, initialize it. Import.
Scroll down. Yeah.
Oh, oh, okay. So need to go here.
No, not that, not that.
Another.
Well,
Uh,
eventually, but it's
don't forget to add new system to Austrate
orchestrator.
orchestrator. Ah, this word
Like orchestra.
orchestrator.
You know what an orchestra is?
It's a music concert
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so do you know what it means? Add the new system and initialize it. You did it like twice already, so do it a third time.
Let's see, orchestrator. Mhm.
You're not gonna find it. I didn't write it. Just do
Oh,
it.
you didn't write it.
Yeah, but you've done it twice, so you should know how to do the third one, third one with the system you just wrote.
Oh, yeah, overestimate the
Yeah,
ability.
overestimating ability.
Yes.
Stop looking for it. Just
Color.
type. Just type. It's color. So easy. Okay, go down. I initialize it. There you go. Voila. Save it. All right. Visit. Now do the mix ecto reset because your two rooms that you created were created before you added the color component, so they're not going to have any color. So do the mix ecto reset to delete all your rooms. Not here because that's
Oh.
Elixir. You have to do it in
Oh,
terminal.
need to go up to, right? CD asset.
No, you're not in the assets directory. You're in
Mhm.
this.
Oh,
You're
quit,
Elixir
quit, quit.
itself.
CD.
No, you don't
Eh?
need to. You're already in your root folder.
Oh, okay. This one. Oh, okay.
All right, run your server.
Right. Should I do CD? No.
No. Okay, go create some rooms. Refresh. Refresh, because yeah, there, yeah, those rooms are were deleted. Take a look.
Oh,
This is green.
wow, green
All right,
room.
go back and create
Okay.
another room and see. It's going to create a different random color, but let's hope, see if it comes out with maybe a different hue. All right, check this one.
Eh, eh? It's
It's
all
still the
green
first.
now.
That's still the first one.
Oh, no, no, no. So one is purple, one is green.
Yeah, and try it a third time.
Try a third time. Okay. 7. Oh, different, more lighter.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. So, do you understand the code that you wrote today?
A little bit. I think so. Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Are there any questions from LinkedIn or whatever?
I think Peter was saying like a hello from New York. Let me see if there's any more. I think our stuff is pretty hard, and I know that if you are from a web developer, probably it's easy for you to do it. But if you are from any other field, it might be uh, a little challenging for you to just learn it. And I saw there's a person, Mike Ha, interested. He just liked today's lesson. So
Oh,
yes,
okay.
so far, right now we have 9 people watch online, which is amazing. Thank you for sticking to the end. I know this is not an easy test, but now at least right now we are using Babylon.js after like a 10 sessions of saying we are going to teach Babylon.js. Now we are getting into Babylon.js and we see some bugs. Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
Cool. So now you have a unique room. So I think that's the end of this chapter. It summarizes kind of what you did. And yeah, so when
Cool.
you want to add any new features, you just follow this pattern. You add a system
Hmm.
and you define what that data looks like.
Hmm.
And then you just like import it and then you initialize it. So
Oh,
you
I
can
see.
have different systems listening for different components. So you can make one for bullets, you can make one for monsters, you can make one for things you can throw, like grabbable things or elevators or
Wow.
fireworks. So that's basically the pattern. What you have here, you can write all kinds of games with it, essentially. Um,
Cool.
in the next chapter,
Hmm.
these components or these data were created in a function called like generate random content. But to have live data, you want to be able to create data not just from the random function, but have different people create data. For example, movement. Every time you move, you're
Hmm.
creating data because you're changing
Hmm.
position of your head, of your arms, or if you're just on a desktop, you're moving your mouse or you're using the cursor keys, you're still creating data.
Hmm.
So we're gonna be sending that data as stuff that people can listen to and also update that. So very soon we'll be talking about presence and trying to create a very simple avatar, which is just a box, but it's still considered an avatar because when you move around, that box will move around. So yeah,
Cool. Yeah, thank you so much. And I will see everyone next week. Hey, bye bye.